welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. It's Week 13 of the NFL, and our spotlight is on Michael Pittman. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Colts and the Patriots, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL25.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thank you for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, 3 months in the books. Partner, now it's December. It's the best month of the NFL season because the games get more important as the weather gets a little bit colder.
And this is where you find out who the real teams are and who the pretenders are. Do you find yourself not only in the playoff conversation, but can you now play good enough ball down the stretch to not only be in the conversation, but actually find yourself in the postseason?
Inside the 5.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution.
So after one, it's the Colts out to the early lead. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. On the ground, Gibson. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. Here comes Greg Joseph and the field goal unit. This one from 39 yards out. Joseph's kick is good. And the Pats are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, the offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense. Pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that game to nothing.
A throw on the move is caught. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
That's just such a tough arm, being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down, but in this case, he's still willing.
Here's a run. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. "7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. We're back to Foxborough after this. We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down. This score is going to hold up.
Offside, defense. That penalty is declined.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Here's May again. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Zaire Franklin.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Throw. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Jones. So they come to the line for first down and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Colts are on top as we get you down to Florida.
This time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jalen Polk that time. And that'll set up fourth down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Find the line again. Here's 3rd and 2. On 3rd and 2, it's May. That one on target, and Polk's got it. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 73 in reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least.
And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the 4th quarter. Off the field, and here's 4th down. To throw is Tannehill. That's caught. Left side. It's complete.
Some teams just have a 4th down try, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Half yard, that's all they need on this 3rd and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Colts. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being, that's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on. They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
And this one is picked off. It's Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They go right back to Taylor. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. And with an open date on the schedule next week, they'll be able to savor this one for a while. Rest up and ready to get back at it in 2 weeks' time. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.